a good start on a match for Rio Ave, but the team paid a high price for some individual mistakes.
That's your analysis?
Yeah.
Okay, because I have a different analysis,
okay.
But maybe I cannot say it.
We want to hear your analysis.
Okay. I think that it was a very beautiful game had been destroyed today. That's my analysis. Very simple, very honest. I think the decision of the penalty is not a penalty for my opinion. Humble. And that was a key moment inside the game, because they take also a yellow card to Petrasu and then the second yellow card. So, but I don't want to spend, time on this a lot because, I think that we start very well. We saw courage, we saw bravery, we saw that we want to play against a very good opponent. And for me, that was the most important, and that's what I said to the guys before the game, that we want to play it in our way, and I think that we did it very well in the first half. There were some moments even after the penalty that we could score, and the game was going to be totally different. And of course, as you said, individual mistakes are inside the game, and especially with such a team, against a team like Sporting, that they have this so much quality, you always pay your mistakes. But, I don't compromise with the performance. We want also the results. And I think that in the last games, the team have shown a very good face. We play good football. We enjoy the way that we're playing. And I'm sure, with this kind of competitive that we are and how we are planning the next season, I'm very optimistic.
There was 3 consecutive duels between Petrasu and Suarez in the area before the penalty. Do you think that was that kind of consecutive duel, some kind of pressure that made the referee point the penalty spot in that moment?
You can ask the referee.
So about the game, you tried to manage the game in the second half, but then Petrasu sees the red card and the game almost get a bit impossible to return.
Of course, playing with this kind of teams with 10 men, it's always difficult. The extra player they have, they always, overload. So, but still, the effort was there. I think we managed it well also in the tactical aspects with creating 4-3-2. And when we do that, it was also a little bit, we have some moments inside the game that till Sporting adapting our formation had, but still, the result was there. So it's a very experienced team. They could manage it very well. But as I said, let's keep the positive. Let's keep the way that we play. Let's keep, the mentality and the way, you want to play these kind of games against this kind of teams is what I want to see from my team, and I'm very satisfied in a way from that.
Today there was a special spectator in the crowd. Evangelos Marinakis was here to see the game. How important is it for you, the coach, and for all the players to have him here today?
I think when you have someone like Mr. Marinakis on the field, it's always positive. He's a leader. He's a guy. He's a person that he have a lot of respect from all of us. So it's always positive and always extra motivation for us.
Some people didn't expect Rio Ave to finish the season so well, so stable. At some moment, and I remember some conversations we had, things look a little more difficult. What do you think that made the difference for Rio Ave at some moment to grow up again, for the team to grow up again and to be here stable in these last two match days?
It's your last word: stability. Stability and trust. Stability and trust that we have everybody, inside the club, from the board, from the players, from the staff, from the people that work around us, from the staff, from the fans. It was a collective job. It was all this trust, all these feelings that we was around us, and I feel all the time inside the city and also in the training center was the key factor for bounce back. And of course, we never lost our way. We had a process. I said it many times. It's not easy, when you're missing 6 players in December, to create a new team, to create a new way of playing. So I think I give all the credit to the people around me. I give all the credit to the players. I give all the credit to the board. And trust and stability, it's magic words that can give great results. And as I said, I'm sure that the next season is going to be much better also in terms of results.
Ευχαριστώ. Obrigado.
Obrigado. Thank you.